YouTube, it's Kari iSydekick, and today I'm playing Team Deathmatch on Stonehaven with the USR, extended mags, and the variable scope. Now this is my general setup whenever I play Stonehaven, and this is my favorite map to snipe on. Now I didn't do that great in the gameplay, but the reason I decided to use this gameplay is because I want to talk about the latest patch for Call of Duty Ghost, which was mainly nerfing sniper rifles and adding a new playlist. Now, a lot of the stuff that was mentioned in the patch happened in this gameplay, so even though it wasn't the best gameplay, I want you guys to check it out. Now the more important part of the patch to me is the fact that they nerfed sniper rifles, because in this Call of Duty I've been really having a lot of fun sniping and I've been doing fairly well at it. Now in other Call of Duties I haven't done so well at sniping, so I don't know if I've gotten a little bit better as a player or if sniping got easier in Call of Duty Ghost. So I want your guys' opinion. I know everybody has sniped at least a little bit in every Call of Duty that they've played, so in your opinion, do you think sniping got easier in Ghost? Did it get harder? Did it stay the same? Or what's your guys' opinion? For me, I feel like at first sniping was a lot harder than other Call of Duties, mostly because of the dual render scope, but after I started playing a lot, I kind of feel like it's easier, but at the same time, I do think I've gotten a lot better as a player, especially while sniping. I've been playing Call of Duty for about 4 years, and I got really tired of always running submachine guns and assault rifles, and that's really why I decided to start picking up sniping, because I thought sniping was more difficult, so I wanted to do something that was going to be just a little bit more of a challenge for me. Since I do think that the sniper nerf will probably take the longest amount of time for me to talk about in this commentary, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the other major part of the patch, which was adding the new playlist, Heavy Duty. So if you haven't played Heavy Duty, it's a combination of Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Blitz. Now I do really like that it's a mosh pit, because sometimes I think it gets boring playing the same game mode over and over, but I really hate jumping lobbies and I hate switching into different game modes. Now that's not really something new to Call of Duty. We've had mosh pit type games before. The biggest addition is that instead of having 100 health, you have 130 health. Now, I will say it still feels very quick to kill, but it's much closer feeling to Black Ops 2. The thing I like about having 130 health is you can, in fact, win gunfights if you're shot first. So if someone shoots you from the back, you can turn around and shoot them, and there is a possibility that you might win the gunfight, and that I do like. So that right there might make the game mode sound a little bit more appealing to you, especially if you do like Black Ops 2. But for me, after playing it for a little bit, the game mode's not appealing to me at all, and I've pretty much refused to play it due to the fact that snipers are almost always a two-shot kill. Now the sniper rifle that I use most often is the USR, which does 98 raw damage, and I do believe that the body multiplier for the torso is 1.3. So if you times 98 times 1.3, it's pretty close to 128 damage, so it gives you 2 health points left. So unless they're already damaged or you get a headshot, you are not going to get a one-shot kill, even with chrome lined, and that is just not very appealing to a sniper. So I do like what Infinity Ward is doing here. I like that they're listening to the community and that they're wanting to fix stuff that we don't like, but I think what would have been better than adding 30 health would have been to have decreased damage on all guns except for snipers to give you the same effect. Now I really want to start talking about the sniper nerf, because a lot of stuff I've already seen that's been bothering me that's been about the sniper nerf, and like right here, I got a headshot on the guy the first time and I got a hit marker. And ever since the last patch, I've been getting tons of hit markers. And there's no way you would survive a 308 to the head. Your head would be gone. So now, let's get to what's more important to me, the latest sniper nerf. So even when snipers first appeared in Call of Duty Ghost, there was obviously a bunch of stuff that was different from previous games, mostly the dual render scope, but even other than that, there was no aim assist from the hip, no hip fire reticle, increased hip spread, and the quick draw perk greatly reduced your aim down sights. So that right there made the sniper rifles a lot different from every other Call of Duty, and I see what they're trying to do is really make it hard for people to quickscope, but I don't really think that quickscoping is that big of a problem in Call of Duty Ghost. It rarely happens to me. Anytime I do it, it's generally on accident, and I really do think that snipers take a little bit more skill than an assault rifle. So for them to nerf them in this last patch, I really think it's hurting people that want to snipe like myself. So there's 3 things that they added to nerf sniper rifles, and only one of them do I agree with. Which that is that if you put a silencer on your sniper rifle, a one-shot kill, instead of being waist up, is now chest up. And I definitely agree with that, and I already talked about that in a previous video, that I think it's pretty dumb that you could just hide in the corners and no one can ever see you, no one can hear you, and you can get one-shot kills like crazy because you can get them from the waist up. So the next thing that they added was an increase in the overall aim down sights time, which I don't really agree with. I think that they were fine before. I don't think it took too long and it wasn't too quick either. Now I do feel like it's, slightly longer than it should be because I was already used to the way it was, and like I said, I don't think quick scoping is a problem, so don't really agree with that one, but maybe other people do. And lastly, if you use the focus perk, your reduction in flinch benefit has been greatly reduced. And now this one definitely bothers me, and I definitely disagree with it. I've been using focus ever since I started sniping. I do think, it helps me win some gunfights, but I don't think it's overpowered. In fact, I feel like snipers are at a huge disadvantage when coming up against someone who's using an assault rifle or even a submachine gun. They have multiple bullets in their magazine where we only get one shot, and if you miss your one shot, you're probably screwed. If you're playing against someone who's really bad, you might get 2 shots, and if you miss that second shot, you can almost guarantee you are dead. You will die. So we really need the flinch benefit, because if you're getting shot at, you need to get that first bullet on target or that second bullet on target. So I don't understand why they took that away and why they think it's OP. I don't, but let me know your opinion. So pretty much after I've been playing for the last couple days, maybe it's a placebo effect, but I definitely do feel like I'm just doing a lot worse at sniping. So much to where I was just constantly raging game after game, and I do feel like now I've been playing a couple games, I'm getting a little bit better. I'm doing totally awful right here. I could not kill that guy for anything, but I'm pretty sure he had agility on, and it is so hard to kill people with agility and marathon on when sniping. But anyway, the main thing that's been bothering me is the fact that I'm just getting hit markers like crazy. And to me, that doesn't make sense because nowhere in the patch did it say that they changed, waist up kills or chest up kills. So I don't understand why I'm getting so many hit markers. And I could use the chrome barrel, but I have in the past, and I would say, for me, I don't like the attachment. It makes the gun kick so much that if I miss my target, I'm pretty much screwed. I'm probably not going to find him again. They're going to kill me. I think it's just really uncontrollable, and honestly, I felt like I was getting the same amount of hit markers with chrome lined, so I would rather use the variable scope and extended mags. That's pretty much probably what I'm always going to use. So, like I said, I don't get it, and I definitely feel like, I'm having trouble. I did just quick scope that person. It was completely on accident, though. And I just feel like Infinity Ward seems to think that, everybody can quick scope, and, there's definitely people that can do it, like Pomage and Face Cross. They're probably, 2 of my favorite snipers. They're good at it, and no matter what they do to the game, I think that people like that are always going to be good at quick scoping and they're just going to be good at sniping. So, for them to try to change sniping so much, I feel like it's really ruining it for the other people, for people like me who just started sniping, when it's really not even affecting the people that they're trying to get it to affect. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you like this stuff that's been going on with the patch or not? Do you think sniping's OP? Do you run into a lot of quick scopers? For me, I don't. I rarely run into it, but, now that I have a little bit extra time, I guess I'll talk about some of the other patch notes that were a little bit less important than those two, but still have some significance. So there was really only 2 other things that were listed in the patch notes, and one of those was spawns, and it didn't really mention much about the spawns, so I don't even know if they've done anything about them yet. All it really said was that it wanted to do something about the spawns, but to me, I don't think spawns are all that terrible in the game. They're definitely not wonderful, but they're not horrible either. I feel like in Black Ops 2, that was the biggest downfall of Black Ops, was the fact that I constantly felt like I was getting either spawned right on top of enemies, or they were getting spawned right on top of me. It does occasionally happen in this game, but not that often. It did in fact happen in this exact game, and I'll put an annotation where it happened, because it happened much earlier in the game, but for the most part, I really don't feel like enemies are always getting spawned on top of me, so to me, they're not that bad. Now, I do usually play Team Deathmatch, so I don't know if maybe in Domination or another objective-based game, if maybe it'd be a little bit worse of spawns, but at least in Team Deathmatch, I don't find the spawns to be all that bad. Now, since I did just die by it, I will say that one thing I think that does need to be patched that hasn't been is this Maniac thing. Every time I've been the Maniac, I've been able to get on a pretty good streak. It's just really overpowered. I know armor piercing takes it down faster, but still, I mean, I just shot it with, 2 or 3 or 4 even sniper bullets, and they take a long time to kill. Now, I do find it odd that I feel like the Juggernaut dies a lot faster than the Maniac, and I think that's just because, it runs so fast, but that is one kill streak that I definitely think they could patch. And lastly, while we're watching the final kill cam, the last thing that they said they wanted to clean up was the leaderboards, because the leaderboards are super hacked. I don't really want to hold them to it. I don't think they're going to do it, but I do think it'd be nice if they did, because the leaderboards are just loaded with, fake scores. So I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.